Hi guys, Sue's here. So if you're wondering why I'm slurring a bit, because I have a meat in my mouth, so just so you know. But welcome to the final review of Desperate Housewives, the series, and also season 8. So I actually kind of almost finished this series just this morning, but I wanted to watch the last episode when I was eating my dinner. So this will be a very long video because I want to go through each of the characters, especially the finale, because this is such an incredible series that I feel like even crying just reviewing because it was amazing. As we left off of season 7's finale, it's the very night that Gabby's dad, well, stepdad, who actually sexually abused her when she was little, which is horrible. Carlos killed him. Bree was not going to let that happen. And after when the progression dinner was finished for Susan and Mike to welcome back on the lane, they went out and buried Gabby's stepfather. It was very hard throughout the entire series for all of the wives, especially with Lynette and Tom breaking up. Susan wants to get into trouble just so she can feel punished for what she did. And even though Carlos, I don't really talk about the guys much, but Carlos goes into drinking and then has to go into rehab because of what happened. But then the cop who was friends with Chuck Mance, who was dating Bree, got killed. Which, to be honest, so to be right, if someone is being rude or being running fawn to someone sometimes, and I don't really condone the behavior, but karma. That's all I have to say for that. But this is a TV show, not real life, just so we all know. But everyone went through so many hardships throughout the season. Lynette and Tom, for instance, they completely separated. If you all watch Pretty Little Liars, Allie's mum plays in it as Jane, which I thought was like, I know you! You're from Pretty Little Liars. I'm like, heh, this should be fun. But Tom did file for a divorce. They signed for it, but in the end, they did get back together. Susan had ups and downs with Art, with problems with Gabby and what happened on that night. But she comes through. But with Mike, unfortunately, Mike gets killed near to the 4 episodes before the season ends, which makes me want to cry, because when I was watching that episode there was massive flashbacks throughout this season that makes me want to cry, because Mike was an amazing guy and the actor who plays him, you did an incredible job at playing him, but it breaks my heart. With Bree, because of what happened with the everything that has to do with Gabby's father being murdered, stepfather being murdered, and everything trying to cover it up, the girls start to abandon her because she starts getting the same letters that Mary Alice got back at the start of season 1. But if you actually watch throughout, the person who was writing those letters actually kills Detective Chuck Vance, and you'll see saying that you're welcome. Now, once it gets closer and closer, Bree starts drinking again. She wants to kill herself, and in one of the episodes, but then Renee starts to be very suspicious of her, and went to the hotel room and saw that she had a suicide note and a gun. And since her mum died of a suicide, she did what she could to help. And I love Vanessa Williams' character throughout this entire season. I think she did such an amazing job. Especially with being a bitch. She did a really, really bang up great job on it. But even when everyone abandoned her, Renee stayed with her. She was drinking so much that she didn't care who she picked up. But one day she was only there for a drink, wasn't there to hook up with anyone, but Orson pops up out of nowhere, and he was only in there for, I think, for a couple of episodes. But, spoiler, he was the one that was sending the letters, which I already knew because I already watched this probably 3 years ago, because that's how long I haven't watched Desperate Housewives for. But it makes me cry that the season's completely ended. Now, I'm going to talk about the finale. So, I'm going to talk about Susan. So, Susan basically is leaving Elaine. Julie finally has her baby. And the finale of our final scene I will talk about in just a sec. Lynette and Tom are finally back together. Lynette gets an amazing job offer, which I will talk about now. Catherine comes back on the lane, and she, unfortunately, her and her relationship broke up after 3 months. It turns out that she wasn't a lesbian, but with her croissants, she made a massive business and wanted Lynette to CEO for her, which I'll get back to in a sec. With Gabby, she got a promotion. Now, remember at the start of the series when Carlos was working so much, kept buying her gifts, and she had the affair with John Rowling? Well, that's what Carlos was going to do. And Gabby had a fit of it because, as she said at Renee's wedding, that she's incredibly ashamed of what she did. And yeah, and it's really hard for me to see these things. I just want to cry. Now, I'm going to talk about Brie in the final episode. Now, as we all know that McCluskey was dying, and it broke my heart because she actually died in actual real life, and it was probably months after when Desperate Housewives actually finished, and it broke my heart. And when the scenes of Julie having a baby, the wedding, Mrs. McCluskey died, and it broke my heart. I love her, the actor that played her. May she rest in peace. I love her to death. I'm getting emotional over it because this is how much I get into a series. How much it makes me freaking bawl my eyes out. But it breaks my heart to say that I have officially finished this marathon series. Is completely done. Let me just put it in my little box set to officiate that it's finished. I'm getting emotional over a series, for crying out loud. Now, all 8 seasons are out now on iTunes and on DVD. They're also in a box set, which I'm just gonna go around for you guys. In a box set like this, maybe different around the world. All my love goes to Mike Cherry, the creator of this entire series. I'm about to go watch for extras because I'm waiting, because I like to watch for extras before I go. So I might as well get that back out. But please go watch the series. It's an amazing. It makes me want to cry because I've actually finished reviewing it, and I might review it again. But I'm going to do a different system next time. I may just review the entire series in one. But guys, that's the end of this review and this particular series. I'm going to go away, watch the extras, and wait until one of my videos have been uploaded so I can probably upload this one. But I thank you so much. I know these videos are getting a bit longer now, but thank you for sticking around. My next series will hopefully I'll post on my Instagram very soon. But until the next review or for a video on my YouTube channel, I'll see you then.